All right, let's do some new releases.
Sure.
Okay. I know, Wombat, you got a code for Vampyr.
Vampyr?
I don't know. However you pronounce that.
Maybe.
Vampire with a Y.
Right.
Why? Why not? Yes.
Because they could trademark it.
Exactly. Yeah, which actually is pretty smart. Yeah, I have. I played like 3 or 4 hours so far.
Okay.
I like it. Have you played? It's made by Focus, and it has some people that worked on, I want to say, Life is Strange, worked on the story and stuff on this game. And have you played any of like the Sherlock Holmes games?
Sure.
Okay, it kind of reminds me of that in a way. Like the graphic style and the fact that it takes place in like Victorian London probably helps. And I know both are made by Focus. So I don't know if I'm just making up this correlation in my head because it's made by the same people and has the same settings. But it is, you're very much like, yes, you're a vampire, but a lot of it is talking with people and walking around London and trying to solve this mystery of how you became a vampire. Mm-hmm. But that's also mixed in with a lot of, you can or cannot eat people. It's totally up to, it's how you want to play the game and what you want to do with your character. And if you go, there's good guys and bad guys, and it's cool. And the powers that you can get, actually the vampire powers are kind of cool. So it's an interesting game. I do like it. It's not the best looking game I've ever played.
Okay.
It's a little muddy.
I read a review on Rock Paper Shotgun, where I get my PC gaming news from.
Sure.
And they said that the reviewer said he was surprised by how much he liked the combat because he was expecting that to be the weakest part of the game, and it wound up being his favorite part.
So far, so good. What they do is there's a good mix of different vampire powers that you can unlock. Mm-hmm. Like right now, I have the blood spear. Uh-huh. So if I push the Y button, I literally shoot a spear made out of blood that shoots through a dude's chest.
Wait, where does the spear come out of on you?
I think it just comes out of your hand.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of that, but and also I've been using I forget what other weapons I've been using. I have a pistol, and I have like something to beat people up with. I want to say like a club.
Blackjack?
Yeah, kind of a thing. So I've been doing that, and and
blackjack,
roaming around town, looking for safe houses, trying to find the person that turned me into a vampire. And I made it to the hospital, the doctor that knows I'm a vampire, and I'm a doctor too. So if I help the people in his hospital, he'll help me not go full vampire. I don't know.
I like vampires, so I'm interested.
Well, that's just it too. It's like I like vampires, I like Victorian London, I like RPGs. These are all things I like. So,
do you know if it's a super long game? Is it something that
I don't know?
Prohibitive for me to finish?
Yeah, that's a good question. But it's definitely I like it, but I want to give it more time.
I will revisit after E3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. What else we got?
It'll still be there.
It sounds like you're not quite sure how you feel about it.
I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. I've enjoyed my my beginnings with it. I will update.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We have Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn.
Did you get that?
I did not. I did not realize it was quite this close.
Yeah, I mean, I remember getting the emails. I was going to say, I got emails about it, but I didn't request it.
I just ignored anything related to it, probably. Is it supposed to be good?
It's Shaq Fu.
So, obviously?
Exactly.
Stupid question?
Yeah, why would you ask such a dumb question?
Well, I don't know anything about it. It's probably not fantastic. Has it been reviewed? Is there a Metacritic?
I don't see any reviews, but I'll play that. I bet I'll get enjoyment out of that.
All the user reviews are 10.
Perfect.
Then you know it's great.
Yeah. All right, where are we here? I'm way lost.
New releases.
Still, there's a game called Happy Birthdays for the Switch. I just want to mention that before we go any further.
I know what that is.
Oh, it's $40. So that must be
Yeah,
a
that's a
thing.
real game.
okay.
That came out before for other platforms.
Oh, okay. My bad.
It's all right.
That's quite a list, by the way, for releases on the Switch this week.
Yep. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Another Blaze Blue game came out. It's supposed to be good.
Them Bombs is out this week. It's $10. Them Bombs.
Johnny Turbo's Arcade, Joe and Mac, Caveman Ninja.
I love that he has his name in the title of the game. Every game that he puts out. Johnny.
He's good people.
Do you think that sells more games or not?
I think so. Because
You think it does?
Yeah.
It's like a seal of quality?
Well, I think it puts it into a series of games. Like the arcade archives. I'm sure people like go and buy an arcade archive and it's like, here, other people bought all these other arcade archive games.
Okay. All right. Johnny Turbo.
Branding is never a bad idea, in this type of
Well, I was wondering
situation.
if like doubling the name of the length of the name is the way to go necessarily, but
I think it is in this case. I think that makes it better.
I think you could go into the Switch library and search Johnny Turbo.
right.
And then you'll get a list of these types of games,
That's
which might not be bad SEO.
sure. What else?
Mm-hmm.
Onrush came out. And is I think people like it.
It looked kind of cool. It's a vehicle combat game, right?
Yeah, by Codemasters.
Mm-hmm.
So I have not gotten much farther into it than that, but
It's got a
seems like people like it.
77 or 78 on Metacritic, which is pretty solid, even though people don't get excited about it. But I don't know, for like a driving game like this, arcade style, it's cool. I'll check it out. But after E3,
Right, that's the thing right now. I'm not really looking to get into anything at the moment.
right, here's what I'm doing right now. I'm playing Overwatch for like 15, 20 minutes a day. And maybe I'll play The Forest. And then I turn it off when something scary happens. That's it. Can't start it.
That's okay. I'm still playing way too much Injustice 2, so...
Yeah, you don't want to start anything. Well, you're not going,
No.
so there's no excuse.
No, and yet I'm still just playing too much Injustice. I did start something else. In addition to Vampire, but